Here's an announcement from APS International Money Transfer and Services. At APS, we offer services such as money transfer, Duga Nawe Cash Power Top-Up, mobile phone credit top-up, as well as APS Holiday Cards. Send and receive money to the Gambia, Senegal, and across Africa from wherever you are on planet Earth. With our unbeatable exchange rate, you can transfer money up to £2,000 at a cost of 99 pence for transaction fee. Download APS application to access our 24-hour services at your convenience with privacy. Enjoy our hassle-free Nduga services, which helps in purchasing quality food items such as cooking oil, rice, sugar, and other daily provision for friends and family from their favorite shops and supermarkets in the Gambia. With our Nduga services, you can pay with deliver to the beneficiary across the Gambia at their convenience to their doorsteps at no cost. Also available at APS is our Nawe Cash Power Top-Up. Send cash power credit from any part of the world to the Gambia to friends and families to keep the lights on. All you need is a chosen cash power meter number to send it job done. With our mobile phone credit top-up, you can send a top-up or credit to your loved ones right away. With APS Holiday Cash, you don't need to worry anymore. With cash, you can withdraw cash from your debit or credit card, even if you are in up countries in the Gambia. Just get your card handy. Within minutes, your money will be ready for collection across the Gambia with no additional charges. For further details or information, contact APS International on telephone landline number 0044-121-6433003. That's 0044-121-6433003. On our mobile WhatsApp number is 0044-790-4028180. That's 0044-790-4028180. APS International, simply the best. From our studios here in Leeds, West Yorkshire, England, UK, Sky Power FM Radio, connecting friends and families, connecting cities as well. Good afternoon to all listeners and viewers right now. We're listening and watching right from Sky Power FM Radio. Like we usually do, we're back on here by the grace of Almighty. With me tonight as our guest is Mr. Salif Mane. Mr. Mane will be today our topic title, Our Mental Well-Being While Abroad. This is our topic title for today's edition of this program. Mr. Mane, welcome to Sky Power. Our program title, Our Mental Well-Being While Abroad.
Thank you very much, Mustafa. Thank you very much, listeners. And thank you very much once again for inviting me to your studios here to comment or make a commentary on our mental well-being as a nation and as a people. First of all, can I seize this opportunity to thank all those who graduated in the universities in Leeds, and they come from the Gambia, and those who graduated right across the United Kingdom. I mean, learning is a continuous curve, and for people to get engaged in it and acquire knowledge, it's a tremendous achievement. So congratulations to you all. On a separate note, a very senior community leader in Sukuta called Alaji Fanua Bojang passed away last night, sadly. The funeral took place this morning, so our condolences to the community, our condolences to the whole family, and may his and other people who died before him, may their souls rest in perfect peace. So thank you very much, Mustafa, for inviting me once again to your studios.
Thank you. Mr. Mane, like I said earlier before, our topic title today is mental well-being while abroad. This is something that we could say is affecting a lot of us in our community here in abroad, and a lot of people who's abroad at the minute, they would testify today that definitely this is something that needs a bit of consideration, because mentally, if you're not okay, this can affect a lot of your things in life, Mr. Mane, our mental well-being.
That's right. Yes, thank you very much. And I think it's a deliberate attempt to sort of encourage us to rethink and relook at our welfare. It is important that our welfare is good, and it is important that our welfare is sustainable while we are abroad. And if you think about it, the challenges from where each and every one of us journey, everyone has a journey to tell. How you came from the Gambia, where you landed first, where you landed second time, where you landed third time. Sure. So it's a journey that requires a lot of mental well-being challenges, and I think it's appropriate that we reminded each other now and again about the journey we all took to get here, and while we are here, and while we are trying to make a living for ourselves and our families, and while we are trying to make a living for other families in the Gambia as well, that we should look after our welfare and look at how we are coping, and look at the challenges we are facing, and how as a community we can tackle them.
That's true. With this, Mr. Mane, you got quite a few constraints or challenges that we need to go through, and you need to be that strong to be able to overcome those challenges.
Yes.
Some of these could be when it comes to children's affairs, school affairs, family problems, and so I think these are some of the things we need to be cautious of. What do you think, Sally?
Oh, definitely. I mean, if you look at our lifestyles here, I mean, I don't think any one of us has been trained how to cope with the lifestyle here. When we are back home, we are accustomed to our traditions, our culture, our religion, and as a result, it doesn't give us plenty room to think about how do you survive in a foreign country like the UK, US, Europe, India, anywhere. So how do you survive as an individual, and how do you survive as a community? So these are challenges you don't realize, you don't understand, or challenges that don't unfold until you step your feet in the United Kingdom, for example. Then you look around, the immediate challenge being immigration challenges. We all know how tough the immigration laws are in this country, and we all know what sort of immigration laws you have to sort of overcome before you settle in this country, let alone settle with your family and friends, etc. So it is important that we all understand the impact these challenges can have on our lives, on our social life, on our health life, on our economic life. Because I mean, if our mental well-being is not up to date, if our mental well-being is not well tuned into the challenges, then there becomes a problem. And those problems can be problems like depression, problems like family disintegration, problems like families not coping with the general welfare of what is happening to them and their children. So it is important that now and again, like we did before in our first program, that people need to reflect. It is important that we think about our mental well-being. Our mental well-being is equally as important as our physical well-being, because the two are inseparable. So we need to have a forum. We need to have a platform like this, for example, where we can, ask each other's views about, what is happening for us socially, and from a health perspective, how we can sort of knit together as a community. Because once we land, once we settle here in a country like the United Kingdom, the challenges are so huge. At times we cannot support ourselves individually. So this is why it is important that we have a very strong community cohesion that will encourage that sort of debate, forum and discussions to highlight our welfare in this country.
That is really paramount, Mr. Mane. Coming to the family aspect of it, like the family bit, family back home and family here, that could be another constraint, I would say, like a challenge. That could be a challenge, like you running family affairs, running things, going to work and coming. That could be some of the major challenges that you need to go through. And then mentally, you need to be able to overcome this.
Of course, yes.
And then when it comes to that, do you think is there any way that we could try and jiggle that around with this?
Oh, definitely. I mean, if you look at, our stress as a group of people, one of the things that makes our life difficult in the United Kingdom, for example, I mentioned immigration, but there is also the key one, which is, the sense of loneliness. Because this society can be very lonely.
Right, okay.
Everybody is in their own homes doing their own things. So you find when you have a problem, you are tackling the problem just by yourself.
Right.
But thank God we have community settings here. We have welfare societies. We have groups here where you can seize the opportunity to attend the meetings, attend christening ceremonies, attend whatever is going on in the community in terms of reducing the stress for you, reducing the stress for the family. And then if you, as I said earlier on, when we are back home, we are not very well socially trained for environments like this. So when we come here, we need to do a lot of adaptation. And that part of the adaptation is we need to learn very quick about what this life here, this new life in the United Kingdom, what it is telling you. And you need to pick out how you can master your own destiny, really, adapting to this new life. Our culture and traditions in the Gambia, for example, women have specific roles, men have specific roles, and sometimes you find when the two are together as a family, you may have even children that you rarely see in the Gambia face to face. You cannot sit with them, and chat. You don't usually sit with them and talk to them about what's going on in school, what their life plan is, how they are doing academically. Men, for example, in our communities in the Gambia, there is that I don't know if it's due to tradition, religion or culture, but the communication between the man or the head of the family and the children is very lacking. And when you come here, you are spending 24 hours with them at home. The space that we have at home in the Gambia, we don't have that space here in this country. So this is why it is extremely important when we are by ourselves, even before families come, that we find out what sort of coping strategies we are going to use to make the family environment, family life as conducive as possible.
Right. Coming to that, Mr. Mane, you think that could be a tendency of friction?
What there is?
Yeah, what are some of these frictions?
Well, some of the frictions are, for example, if you are when we are back home, if we accustom ourselves to our traditions and religion, the man has the final say in the house, and everything about the family's welfare is generally dictated by the man. But having said that, I mean, things are changing a bit. Men and women are working together to look after the family better now than they were, maybe 40, 50 years ago. So there is a very strong friction. When you come to the United Kingdom, for example, there is this concept that everything should be 50-50. It's a concept, but in reality, it is not the case at all. So, but we all have our roles, but then individuals have to be able to fulfill their roles, because otherwise, if one party is fulfilling their roles and the other party is not fulfilling their roles, then the friction continues. Because wherever you go, I mean, and I think when we come abroad here, we need to respect that. We need to say, look, traditionally, the man has the final say in the house. So let's sit together as a family and give each other, a sense of responsibility. Because if we sort of step on each other's toes, then the friction continues. Then family life becomes very, very difficult. And we all know how difficult family life is without any other stress anyway. So we need to be able to understand really what the frictions are. And if we understand what the frictions are, then we'll be in a position to say, look, friction A, B, C, D, E can be tackled using solution A, B, C, D, E. Yes.
So what do you think of, that has to do with communication, innit? Because communication as well is something that is really paramount, because here in UK, for example, You, the kids, and the family. So you're like closing this, single apartment or so, and then you need to deal with that, handle with that, and stuff like that. So, but I think communication. What do you think?
Communication is a very, very key factor. In fact, where you see relationship breakdowns, and where you see increased levels of stress, where you see increased levels of depression within the family, sometimes it's due to very, very small, minor communication issues that people are not talking to each other. People are not telling each other what sort of problems they are experiencing. For example, the guy leaves home at 7 o'clock. He's not back home till 10 p.m. when the kids are in bed. There is very little opportunity for communication between the guy and the rest of his family. And when the guy comes back home very tired, and the first thing the guy needs is to sleep, and they go to bed, sleep, wake up in the morning, kids are going to school, so they haven't even seen the kids, they haven't communicated to the kids how they feel, the kids have not communicated to the guy how they feel as well. So the miscommunication or the lack of communication at all grows and grows and grows, and over a period of time it can become a big problem. So it can create that division within the family, that people within the same family living under the same roof, because they are not communicating, they don't know what is happening in each other's welfare. So that breakdown in communication can escalate into major issues. And when we are here in the UK, for example, the space is very tight. You come home, you cannot even sit in the living room, for example. So space is very tight, and the space that is available, we must make good use of it. So when the kids are at home, we must try as much as possible, communicate with them, see them face to face, and say, look, how is things going for you?
School and
I'm sorry, I've not been able to see you yesterday and the day before, or I've not been able to go to your parents' meeting. I've been busy doing A, B, C, D, E. But can you keep me in touch with what is happening? Can you let me know? Then when days when you are available, free, and you have missed a parents' meeting, for example, you can arrange with the school and go back to the school and say, look, I'm sorry I couldn't make it on the parents' day, but I'd very much like to know what is happening in my kids'
to show your concern.
Exactly, to show your concern. But we must be participatory, and we must be pragmatic, and we must show it emotionally, and we must show it respectfully, that we are interested in other members of the family, people's lives. Because at the end of the day, as I said earlier on, the bug lies with the head of the family. And the head of the family, whether you look at it from an English perspective or an African perspective or a Gambian perspective, the responsibility and the bug lies with the head of the family. And the head of the family, if there is a man in the family, the head of the family is the person responsible. He is the person whose responsibility it is to make the boat stable at all times. Family life is like a canoe in a very massive sea. It keeps wobbling, so it is the head of the family's responsibility to make sure the canoe is stable and it is taking them from point A to B safely. That's important.
Right, that is really, really important. Like you said, the topic title is mental well-being while abroad, because you could say these are some of the factors that can affect our mental well-being.
Yes.
So do you think there's other factors that might lead to this mental retardedness in our community abroad? Do you think some of these challenges?
Yes, I mean quite frankly, when you look at mental health, one of the key issues that tend to provoke mental health, whether it's mild or severe mental illness, it's usually stress related, some of it.
Right.
There's obviously no one cause to severe mental illness. But if you look at depression, 1 in 4 people in some populations, like in the UK and other populations, 1 in 4 people will experience a form of depression. And we all know what depression is, and we all know what depression does to the body, does to the body physically and mentally. And I don't think with human nature, the way we've been, shall I say, constructed, naturally, there is no human body, I think, that would say they've never experienced any form of depression. We all go through depression. But what is paramount, though, it is how do you cope with the kind of depression you have.
Right.
Because if you don't cope with depression very well, it can escalate to very severe depression, and severe depression can trigger things like suicidal ideation, which is to think about killing yourself because you're worth nothing. So this is why, whether depression is minor or severe or mild, we have to be in a position to talk about it openly. And that open awareness talking can only come within an environment that's considerate, and within an environment that allows for each other, for people to criticize each other constructively. And it needs to happen in an environment where everybody is given their due respect, whether you are the man, the head of the family, or the woman in the family, the head as well, or you are children. Everybody is entitled to the kind of respect that they should be given, they deserve, so that you can openly discuss what is happening for you in terms of your mental well-being. Because mental well-being, if you don't tackle the problems at the initial stage, or if you don't put something in place to prevent you or to prevent the family's vulnerability to mental well-being, it can cause more severe problems and more long-term problems. So this is why it is very, very important for us to look at our coping styles, our traditional beliefs, and how we are adapting in a foreign country, and how that is, making us experience more and more difficult problems. So we need to understand all these issues, because we cannot understand them if we don't talk about them. So talking, there is a therapy in mental illness that's called talking therapy. So it's good to talk, because if you don't talk, the other party would know what you are experiencing.
So that's about communication, talking to each other.
Yes.
So you think family aspect, families and friends, would they contribute to some of this?
Oh, definitely. I mean, our social network is very important. Like if you go to work and come back home, so if home is your only social network, then that's going to trigger boredom. It's going to trigger negative thinking around your social circumstances. But if we have friends and other family members that we can network with, whether it's through social media or through meeting facially, and I think it is also important that no matter our ages in the family, we must engage in some form of exercise. Exercise is very good for you, whether you go out for long walks, whether you go out for jogging. And for example, the Gambia Social Welfare in Leeds, they engage in football, every weekend. So that kind of activity is good, can only be good for our welfare. So it is important that, whether you are a man, woman, or children in the family, that you have an escape route from the family. An escape route meaning you have somewhere where you can go to when you are too stressed out, or when your levels of depression are increasing, where you can go and sort of express them very, very healthily, very therapeutically, whether you are going to talk about them or whether you are going to engage in some form of exercise. And nowadays, going to the gym is become cheaper and cheaper, so it's become more and more affordable. So people need to think about things that you did not do at home, that you need to do them here, because they are part and parcel of your family life here. And people need to start thinking about their diet, the food we eat. Afro-Caribbean foods are very, very high in calories generally, and they are very, very high in salt intake, and they are very, very high in sugar intake. So people need to look at our diet as well, look at how we can tailor our diets, and that benefits our kids. I mean, obesity is increasing in the UK. Levels of diabetes is increasing in the UK. So we need to be aware of all this, so that when we are at home, we take them into account when we look after our family welfare.
Right, Salif, that's really important. Coming to the how do you call it, therapies and where to go when you have things like this, because you got some places where to go to get to resolve, not 100%, but before we get to that, I think we need to have something in place. What can we do to avoid, not all of it, but some of these problems to come across, like this mental pressure and all that? You think, what are some of the ways that we can do to minimize this?
Yes, there are ways. I mentioned practical activities before, but as a family, what you need to consider first is what are we doing together? What are we not doing together as a family? And what are other family members engaged in? And if there is not a lot that people are doing together, and if there is not a lot that family members are engaged in doing away from the family, then we need to sit down and look at what sort of activities can we do away from the family, so that, the time we spend in the family setup is good quality time, but when we come back, we are eager to come back to home and share with everybody what we have just achieved outside. So that's extremely important. So when we come home, let's not just, kids nowadays, they've got their iPads, they've got their televisions in their own rooms, and they've got their iPhones, they've got their Samsung gadgets. So if you think about it, when you look around in a typical family setup, very, very little communication or interaction or engagement happens between the members of the family. When people are at home, if the wife is not busy in the kitchen, the man is either asleep after a night shift, or they are doing their own thing. The kids are doing their own thing. There's nothing that we tend to do generally together. So we need to think about what can we do as a family that we can do together, whether it's going to be once or twice every week, but we need to be looking forward to doing that as a family. Yes, because otherwise, all this, when individuals are going through depression, when there is mixed communication, when people are not talking to each other because they are not seeing each other, then, this is where the vulnerability increases and increases. So for us they said intervention is better than curing, or prevention is better than curing. So when we set up our family lifestyles, we need to incorporate into our family lifestyles our coping mechanisms. And coping mechanisms are those things that you do to prevent yourself from falling ill physically, those things you do to prevent yourself from falling ill mentally. So, and I think that it's extremely important that we share each other's coping styles, coping mechanisms, so that as a family we are doing one or two things weekly or twice every week together in unison, and then we are doing one or two things individually away from the family, because then there is a very good connection about what is happening socially in the external environment and what is happening socially in the internal environment. And when those two things are married successfully, then family life can only be better.
This is unique, Mr. Mane. This is so important. Listeners and viewers, at this minute, you might as well share this blessing across whoever is listening and watching at the minute. We will switch to Mandinka, the Mandinka version of it in a minute, but before then we got an advice, an advert promo from APS International. But before we get to the advert, Mr. Mane, your final thoughts?
Yes, my final thoughts are, we as a nation, we have to understand ourselves. Because when you come to a foreign country, we've deliberately said this is our mental well-being while abroad. When you come to a foreign country, we need to change our perception and our ideas that, this place is foreign, I'm going to be going in 2 years' time. It doesn't work like that. What is extremely important is, first of all, when you land on a foreign environment, try and educate yourself about that foreign environment. Try and understand the mechanisms that make that foreign environment work. Try and find out how do you fit into that, and what sort of things do you need to adapt. How do you need to change your thinking? How do you need to change your working style so that you can cope with this foreign environment? Because the foreign environment is here to stay. It's not going anywhere. Try and learn quick. We have had people who came to the UK, went to university, did academic work, went back, but cannot even hold a fork and knife. So when you come to the UK, you need to appreciate what is happening in the UK. You need to appreciate UK culture and traditions, and you need to be able to adapt to them. Pick out some that would work for you, and pick out some from your own culture and tradition, pull them together, and make your living in the United Kingdom as happy as possible.
Thank you very much. Thanks for your thought, Mr. Mane. We'll go with this advert and then switch to the Mandinka language, and then for the benefit of our Mandinka listeners at the minute, Sky Power FM radio at the minute. from Leeds, West Yorkshire, United Kingdom. Thank you for your comments and contribution, Mr. Ahmed Manjang and Mr. Baji. Thank you so much for your comments and observations. We'll keep them noted at the minute. At the minute now, we can go with an advert from APS International. Wherever you are, you can send money across. Badingulu, Kibaro Felente Kibar Dima Kabonang APS International Money Transfer and Services. APS International Yino Multi Kodo Nail after Wallakila Gambia, Senegal, Walla Africa Dawda, Yino Multi Lando Bamela Kuto and Intilone Hakil Tango. Kodo Nail after Wallakila Kodo Ki Kabo Pauno by Wuli Fulato, Epimin Jola coming for transaction fee, 99 pence the mality. Fanang is a Sanderoke Mole service to the Meala Kafa Konduga service. Yinduga service, Wallon service the Mealonko, Ila Bading on Intero, Lisa Sanderoke, Bitiko, Bitikiate Tule, Gambia, Walla supermarket, Mimbe Tolkan Kasiso con London, inshallah, Bagaso, Nimbe Futale, La Cairo, Intilon, Akil Tankunta Tambilagina. A service finance to the Meala Kafa and now a cast power top up. Ebit Dunia Dauda is a cast power top up key, Bading on Intero, Minibe Gambia, Isurata Minadron, Ila meter number, Ebola Taladron, Sai, Ye critical key, Purka Kuran to Malari, inshallah. Kumimbo Wanyama, a service finance to the Meala Kafa, mobile phone credit top up. Muni mobile phone credit top up is a critical key, Bading only a terror, Kafunol, David Dunia Dauda, Betul Gambia Saki, Batatamento. A service finance to the Mealonko application is all download no internationally. 24-hour services Mealonko, Batatamento, Suto, Wato, Watidiate, Sokodoki, Walla curriculum, Walla Navek top up lumber, Walla mobile phone top up. A service finance to the Mealaka, Fire, holiday cars, signed there, Nila Fatala, Gambia, Batatije. Isula tamina wala ila credit card wala ila debit card nying wo mute bulo ko ne dunia dawda wala be Gambia dawda isa kedo kino ya receive no efango e batata minto APS nino multi miala ye mo wasa mialo ni data ko mako rola karola kuma ko yo ni lafta wosu to la nyin training APS International senyo mo eno ila landline number wala 00441216433003 00441216433003 ila mobile WhatsApp number walam 00447904028180 00447904028180 APS International Nyontangol Makero la Kalora. Assalamualaikum badingolo ngal konson kabonang Sky Power FM Radio Tajang UK Leeds West Yorkshire coming Delta ka kinyamen lokum fulan kananka kachake jam mimbe dending na nyokono to diala for our community na minni bijang aning Gambia bide alod le maro don felande muruntanan janko denke ente kundingo Mustafa Jamme aning Salif Mane dolle muruntanan janko denke bide na kachake ngom mindi wolom na mental well-being nimbe tamawula mental well-being tawadla amre nyimo kulete mi alon ko akumaya tabake because neinata jibe nyim mental health min ka fotending hakil tenko wala hakilo sondo mola mamango aka cause kule la min alon ko ne ajibe tubab do jang ko la ku jamal le bije min alon kata tro la challenges ning ku jamal le bije min boko for kono challenge lom for do ko lom for family lom for ko pressure jamal le bije mi alon ko we go through it Mr. Mane budun saying se bule nim badi ngole nyo konton no brajen sinamuruna program ko ngoto min na mental well-being while abroad Saleh bismillah
baraka bake Mustafa baraka bake mba fala baraka pour yeng invite nam pour kana ka dia mo reji jam ko deke mba fala la moral be ala baraka ni mo kuma balte pour ka wati ka information osodo wala kuma kan osodo any bading misil moli badi gambian kolu yandi signolu ini se min share wo mu ku ma bal yo mbe mol fanan kondo na min yalon ko nga kibaro so don ko na funding musu jamal le graduate Leeds University also ani university min bebe Angleterre so mba fle be alnimbara ali akata bage kadu londo manke kuti minka bang londo mu circle le babol ko londo mu lifelong curve lo so ibate ate ke kandami ibe wolto bar ko londo toti je ko dege se menyenel o londo buka bando nyenela so ni oboda je fana bi na sabiji ngasawo so do sabiji kunu sudo le alaji fan wa jarbo janga banta modo mi alon ko sate be la long andung nyaton kolom na sate do so amba fala lo mari ala yamfaye alma asola arjana nemola ni sawanti frel be mini bantanung before ate o kumata bake
imo kende Salif bari bi coming afanya men kasa kuma sulato na kacha kuma minti wolom na mental well-being coming ni betama wula nyimu kule de mi alongo akumata bake anu hakil tutalo because ni want mental well-being ni want in order pure cool keno fam wala ni mole cool keno akokola bake bake Salif budun sai yamara bi yemena soto kamol kono to dia nyin nabe
yo Mustafa baraka bak so yaje ninko mental well-being ngolo ko dal ite ila fang jaro yante fang jara la nyaadele pour sasa na mane mala fo sondo me courant lom fo ni ko ya courant lom jandanga yema ite nyante fang to patola nyaadele kadu ngamre wo kuma ya batale ndolbe wula la jang me to ba banko le kanja anu momo ya nyininka fondinke musuka fuke ye momo nyininka asa foye atela joni mumunete wala matela tamasilo kabiringa te bota Gambia fa dundanan abe dundin dawda fo Angleterre lom fo America lomba fo Denmark lomba fo Germany lomba bara mari na sita ya foye ala kumul kul fon commencer ta wato minna fo itema fo abanda fo abijang sani alhamdulillah wa fa be dawda to isa lonko ala story nying aning ku jamale nata o momo nala story bari story imankling ibe fadat so wana kuma yata bake nimbe wandiya nsa long bake ntulunyantam fango topato la nyaadele pour sasa do wala number to akanama kadu ni sasalo fo sondo me courant lom fo ni ko ya courant lom ni e madron number balo so bani fenke e fanwe aning e fenke ni la dimbaye pour misal tanka ni ko ya courant ni sasala mental and physical well-being wo mu kulete min nyanta bake anu nyanta nga lonyofe
right comme ala kumaya ni ajibe atinala no challenges koma dimbal bijele communication bijele comme kacha kacha balaya do bije wo akaku jamale sap nying mental fankot mental health problem oto sondo mo courant wala dol kay ko sondo mamma sala ya wala nying some of these problem on say takul no nyaadi la pour que itakul wala nyente pour ka jara wala pour ka loy kundu ka hakil tote ila kodo wala nyente ko follow ntolu nyanta lonna ko nyimu problem le timbe kere kadu ni do bije ni amira ko nyimanke problem di wala fomu problem di katambi problem ol bete min fam bebul so womu followed yo flanyon fanan ntolbe na population wala nyenti Gambian ko mimbe Leeds bi alhamdulillah alama lafa bara siyata baket so sanyin nimbe siare Leeds ndol nyanta munekela pour un senyo mako no nyami nan hakilo tunu nyoto bake kongo kul kenu nyami Gambia ni yalo ni be Gambia ni me sinyoje bi safo karle biwo de madi korabe ajato be kendere ni maji telekilen telefula ise jakala la kola ise tamaye dunga la soko no ya nyininka yalo kul nyininka ndol fangal nako bimbe siri nyim banko min fankanja modul ka bangila bungul kono be kalon fo min tambita lokun kilen na fa mo be kalon so wana na akumaya tele bake pour ndol na mental well-being manke ko jomo ko drong ha ye nyinku ku karan kolengol leke ye karam balle ke ka kuol faham aboko ko dron pour il fango jibe dron ya jibe
mune be mankering I fangola kuolto wolo ka manki nyaadi I ka muneke I juso bondi juna muneka muna na iteni la family be ka pool no for example muna na iteni dingol wala ni la musol ni dingol albi ka sino ali kacha ali kudo kacha mi alon ko pour family be la benefit lo so ni o jibe fango yo understand dani fango sina siya fa ko family ko look ngani jelo ko nyimun na problem lati bari amrante sila bang kacha nyanda kala tendin so ro fon be kuma yata bari na population no be kafuka nyanyami na challenges wolom nyinti na hakil tuo fana nyanda kafula wala nyam kadu bini ajibe mofim population in the United Kingdom adoya battle bani tata l'hôpital to bini alon ko kanyin sondo me jarol le kan nyini ko ya jarol mofim le kasiaje tubabol so sen fango nyinin ka wayi bonnan tul dunta wo category sifa kono l'hôpital so ningo sifa jibe nganyo faham nganyo moy bari ka diamu nyoy fana diamu baliya man betea diam baliya fo within the family lombang fo family kono lombang fo outside lombang diam baliya man betea because aka sobole sambanang aka nyo moy baliya le sambanang aka nyo ma ko baliya le sambanang an tolbe dawda bi ni ala ken tolbe lom jansi lati bi tolle tamu nyoti ntolle nyanta nyo lonna ntolle nyanta nyo moyla ntolle nyanta nyo lo cool understand
bake inata jibe comme ya fo nyamen communication or an pressure for job pressure lombang and dimbala pressure lombang imame la fodo bi coming kacha akumata nyinko kono coming kabonyo kalama dimbala kacha wato tero la kacha wato family imame la wo fana move kulete mi
akuma ya baba batale kuma ko ngafa nyami tubabu kanto nim family jam family katareya ila bungo kon ando bungol fana mawar yo do biye fango ikaje ko mo bebe fango dinol be la computer to ani la laptop wala ni ipad lu kebal fana ba jibe la be mini na bunko ne be cool min kala tabirol ning football jibelu wala program jibelu television bari pour que family members fangol be sambana nyokan pour que domoro ke tableau to benga domoro ke tableau kele wala benga domoro ke ball kele womun to la culture in tradition baleti Gambia banin nata jang wo culture in tradition wala fanam follow fa kata nyamo kon so mol bi ka domoro kana jen to la culture in tradition mol nyanta mutala bakel because ni ajibe mentally and psychologically kubalom because nini mo ka albulo bula miran kelen albeka ngani jawya soto nyoy ntol ikawlo fonyanu kabiri bentol brotop suba kilmo fonge kaje mol ko konton dula kelen so nim min manketan dawolola wodol talon kadu mol be ka konton bol kilmo kon so what sense of sharing nin nata jandrong what sense of sharing be kata nyamo kon because more because you share yela ideal share yela thoughtful share yela difficulty share yela challenges you share because more keda bika domoro fanke nyoka more bebe fanwe nin kel tata do ko la musul tata do ko la dinul tata school mo bebe korontorin ro yanta min kela yoke so more bika ku share no so wala na akuma yata bake pour nimu family nga fen soto bunkono fen killing wala fen fula mi alon ko ntolle ka sinyo ka ngo share once or twice every week for example but nga fen do fana soto banda mi alon ko nim banda lon ko fana ka share once or twice every week so iba ila ko ikamin ini mul kamin share outside ni e sambana bunkono ali wol fana be pull together ni al kamin share bunkono akala mental well-being akole support psychologically aka strength the family but yebo do ko la yebo 12 hour do ko la ina bunkono iman family la time fa soto because ibatata mo me blame de ibatata le andu ni tele ke la esino bani tata ye la esino andu wo wularo lom idingola parents meeting yo iti akata fo sanji bumburungo idingola parents meeting ne manta hani kelimto so yalo fana mo big issue let so dinno ning ala school odo it disconnected completely because ima long mimbe caring je so ni mantano wolumo fangola it's a school call ya feko my apologies mantano ndingola parents meeting but ninga la sonda na le Tuesday dinner or Wednesday wolum oftal this na no le na la teacher killing nganyoje about ndingola progressive puri fanan kana disconnect je but jang niya korose bake it's how society be nyami and in how ndol fana adapt to society to nyami because ni tata one year ika try as much as possible if ananka cool ke nyami if ananka cool ke wonyama maf ko yela cool be ko pe bari la kudol bije isowol ke ban tolu jang modol bijang ni nata Angleterre foro ike bang tubab cool fona ika fa ko nyimu tubab cool and tubab cool fana tubab ko be man wrong tubab ko kujama bije kesolom ni ajibe ni asamba suko kono for the benefit of it ni la family asal samba no nyato dronet tubab le ko bele ken to jam so e fon bele dinna e fon dinna nyim banko kanjang nte mi so no fon la banko so nyinde kuma yata bake nga appreciate nga mi so tubab la banko ka then nga pick out fanan e ka cool kenya dile ntol se mi use no to advantage wo kuma yata la bake Mustafa bari mol kana jang iko ha tubab ko lom nyindi dron nte dati je you know hani foko ni knife fango mol bika mutano e ka tarajang you know fo say e bika fok ni knife mutano e bika necktie fango sitino so womu kuma rimbalati mo kana jutu mol la culture la hani fo la kurindi wol fango e ke da bondije
yaje Ahmed arem gi jur gol da ko fox at night o ni ajem bo wala sabi jinko
no ban ñu ko fa bi jada minimum fo kan nay fo bi ka ni koy ko ñin tay kar ci de ga fa ñu ha nim ben muso le kilay mago
right woku maraba ke ni tata dulato try to adopt
definitely
nimu kuti betema eota mimam betea ba woma mira ko ite fana ila traditional ila culture
exactly
okay
so woku ma yata bake yo ni tata ya fana ntol traditionally kelom suutiyot so na bungul kono de tata nyaaw nya jang musol nin dindingol nyanta kela suutiya diala ke fanan dindingol ni la dindingol ni musol fanan na lodula ke fanan nyanta o respect dilela bara kuma ya tale bake pour mo be ka KGB as the role model of the family ke ka manyaming aka cool ke nyaming aka family support nyaming mo be bula noma wala ke fanan ite fana ye la family le soto ila muso ni la dindingol ye wala soto pour ye te support mentally and physically pour your family ni sambano because at the end of the day nin keni muso be break down the drum family be dysfunction to abul ka family dysfunction olom family ye janjal family be bitale la side la so nyanda nga nyomoy anu kana je depression o ani ni ko ya courant asiya bata mo fingol kono jam asiya bata mo fingol kono jam mo fingol ni na population o jibe in the United Kingdom tar for about 65 to 70 million bari wo population o kono mo fingol population o doya batal bari wo population o kono fana ni ajibe ni ta mental health hospital olto ika mo fingol le taraje wolle ka siani sidolti so muna wo sabu andula population o doya batal so ibayela ko ntol mbe nyaming vulnerable to bakele to mental illness so this is why nyenta understand la why munika tinna because first of all immigration big issues lo ni na jang immigration ko me ika tambala pour ite sino jam pour la family finance no ja sia batal wo fon dama ka mo stressing din yo yeta doku nyino fanan yo doku fanan pour doku sobe fanan soto ani ni minenata ibiko doku sobe soto no so wana kuma yata bake nin ko nim bijang nga try nga adapt nga jang cool karang nga mechol karang because jang mechitio le sita no jang comfortably ni mejo table comfortably ika nyin long hours ika end up ka wolleke ba ni mechol be minibulu ifa nga jël ni mechol be minibulu ni mometa dogo la ifa se fa ta dogo la yela mecho setup in a family balu wala so wala na kuma yata bake na jam balunya ani gambe balunya ifata batal ko sango ni banko ba ni na jam fana nga jang balunya karang pour mfanani na family se survive nyami because at the end of the day mo be laftale ni la family survive so yen karandi kol min na Gambia na traditional nin culture ngi muta bambanke de kana kanan bandi nata jang nga jibe be nin jan kol massage la no nyaadele pour ni na family sio min diata sio min nafa warta and sio min nemo warta
to nyalo salif yin kumata bake because ni ajibe ni nata jibe comme ya fa nyame yin problème ndolman sia jam bari loptano tolle la ko kasiaje anu nyimo kulete mi alon ko kosle be nyinda so what do you think some of monon la cost ite ame ila miroto
some of the causes como ko ngafa nyami yalo depression fenko immigration stressful ta yo bun cool stressful ta yo kaiti cool stressful ta yo hani kata do ko fawnyina stressful ta for some families your families dol bije fana molbe suwo kono ibika kachano fitino nyim fitina mesengol yalo fitina mesengol fana mambete ya in the family sem fango jibe dron ngafa ko alhamdulillah bi mtolbe nemo lo kono jan nga jibe msem fango mako no nyaade nga modul fana mako mini man tara nyin nema sifa kon nka nga fitino bondin tema because fitino wolom setano du nata mol tema dron aka tinyaro le so nal man fere ke alse setano prevent no nyame pour ka dungal tema dron asal temo tinya yonya jibe tul fana coping styles wolom nyenti ko nin ku boyte kan ite ka wo ku handul nyaade yalo fana kuma yata min important da nin ku boyte kan ikana jibe ko boyte da malaka maybe ate ku sifa kilo abi mo jamale kan bari momo to wabol ko under every marital roof wolum bungo bun kono dam yalon ko futole bije alon ko problem wolte ban bari munam a dependa pour mini be wo bungo kono yo problem o handul nyami wole matter so this is why it is important pour tol ndamal ka kacha ndamal ka nyomoy nina dinno mo kana jutu dinno wala ye dinno ka min pick keba fulol tema ite fanga ke abe shockle comme ko nin dinno ya long ite be nyami so dinno mo kana jutuila ifana ni la mirror nyalom ifana ni la need solom nga trying la need sol meet ni ka kacha nga find out from them itule muneje ya family je nyaadele ya mira ko muno nyanta kala pour ka family sambanyado muno mitola miraroti ike sambanang into a family decision yaron ku fulala be family kono decision making and then decision taking so now be decision making na ali dinol be sambana afo ko well lafta ali amira ko ntul nyanta sauna le bang fo manyana sauna ali amira ko fo the color of na living room nyanta change fo manyana change ali e fanana you know views long nali take on board if anan kalo ne ko ye fanan appreciate le within the family decision so when it comes to family la decision making yalo nga foko when kelom nyatum ko but can na be decision of fanantala as I make sure ko I order family members like views I often put into consideration before I decision on you make so there are small things but in kana nyinelo ko small things all the minimum put in place is a major crisis cause node because small buffalo ko ika kur ke janda fo bika fem fonni yendul muta dofol le te nyim bunko iman ke fendi nyim bunko no ite mingo min diate drone ibe walla e lafta kala dictator te nyim bunko no ika findi janda yeta ena sey mobikeje dinol kata school e ji bukeje ite kata do ko la wato mina kata dinol iman traso ko ite ka ji wato mina kata dinol ye lay sinor so communication bi ka tere ni motem so ida mabela ko la drone so yalo fana man safe as a family here yenda fala molele ibe minto because saya be no woni nyala tem nin ku ketela at the same family wolle be lolela kolto ka find out ibe no minuto ika mine kenum ikela kol handu no nyaadile etc so important da bake pour nin nada jang nga jang kol karang jam mol kela kol kenyami nkana borila jamol mun tol signol let nga dungi da ila kono ila community sol kono e ka kachada me mfana nga dunje nga fo mfana be tentinde nini mi teria soto ke ya fa ko ke ndefana be gambia le bari ni lafta ni bita gambia ni nga ta nyola ifana ya jiben tul ka balu nyaade you would be amazed you know mo jama be makoyro soto la nyaade le indi gambia through that kind of communication so kana jotu signol la ngana fo ko ñun muddo min nalete you know ni man affaire so bar woddo min nalu be siri wala la banko kanjang wala fendin na nyim banko kanjang mfango la banko to mammi soto no and wala fendin na nyim banko kanjang pour ndol fana mini be banta nka wol de mano so woto mari imanyana jutula wala inyanta wo tarale seriously wobe ko kuto ye taraje na rago kulo mi alon ka ni la dino manta nyola isa fo hani ala nyim ku karde woni na dino manta nyola nte bulalo no noma wala bari kana fo ko itul ka mingo minkem fara wala le fere because nimisa pale bo
je pour kana ka integrate ni mole dan kula ka bula kula akumada baake because nafa jamala bi je ni aji be sale
exactly
eno comme ya fo nyame isa nafa so je mi alon ko fana be la fala ka kulong ila culture ila tradition do fo asamba gambe ano nara da gambe abe fenna jela mi alon mi ba nya fala wala da nya fala ni malum nafa o sa nafa min nafa nya de la wulu no fonde
hakay baake fa
so ngamra woto yamira hakil tu aning sabaro aning munyo like to be tolerant imamro fana kumata ni
akumaya batale because ni nada jang definitely ni man tolerant it survival no jang because ibe kulle jala wala kulle be kelela min ya lon ko bela system o bela shock la bari ibe munekela nin koku ketela wala koku moye koku je ika opportunity to learn from it or learning exercise important battle pour que karang lungo lung mu karangol tijan ni nata jang so ibe karana le lungo lung kajibe mimbe caring mune be caring ming bete affect kan ila social life mune be caring ming bete affect kan ila welfare anung ila welfare ni ila social life ni all affect drum afele la family life fanan affect kadu foyo fanan jindi la family kan yo bari min fanan mu kudo fanandi mbe wulu kanjang anu dingol kata karambungol le to jam so wo karambungol fanan they become a social platform pruntol ndol nyanta londa mimbe caring wo karambungol ni ko mol fangoy application lo ke pour que wo karambungol la alfalti minbe karambungol ronna nyanta kan ntol dila nga kunje ba dingol kata la school lo pour fanan nga jibe mune bije mune be karamodo na dinni wol ni tata school ike karande nyaadele enin teacher jamal le kasi ke karande yo na dinni wol fana ni tata school ika mune karanje ika mu londele bondi school because na dinni wol be kebaya kanjal dinni wol alhamdulillah ni fana kebayata ndol fana be la fila nyinna la ndol wulula ika nyinna duwa ite bata minke idingo kana o bata basila ite bata minke ni dingo mantara ka wo share wala ila mirror nyaay ni dingo mantara ka wo share abe kolela bakele pour dingo ya long ite be mindu and your family lom the first place to min nyanta lonna ite be mindu and all the time ito le nyanta lon akumaya bata le pour ya long so society to jang doku dlalto karambungol to ila loptanol to ila fengo feng ila library to ila gymol to fengo fe alon ko is part of it la social setup ndul nyantan ke use nyantan ka register kata library hani man karang nyande kata library hani be bukole jibe la kana talol dama jibe bay defani ila library kado soto ikata library am nyimbe encourage la pour ye bunko no bula kadu ni amira ba ke fango ni be bunko ne dama fo suto lo mom fo tilbulo le damma ibe mira la drong do bi je ñing negative thinking wala ñenti ko mira lo min yalon ka man saha wala kana bule kunkon wala cool min kete la before ya foko ha kare ñi jaw yala ken o negative thinking ne katara set up but if you are engaged mentally physically cognitively ni be engaged in kuto wo negative thinking ka reduce ajibe hani suto fango ni ulita like 1 o'clock 2 o'clock man sinono in between ilo sino balia kono iko cool mimira most of them ka kenyi negative thinking so wala na nyanda kam fam ma koy mo kana jutu library fam library kono ku jamal le beje mol ma understand fam because ni be blato locally every local area la local library so isa taje ye register ya fo fana mo nyen local community member ti e ka support groups so je e ka activities so ke bodo bala ko you know function kare abe black kare drinks and food is free mole taje ali ni mole kacha ali ajibe what is affecting the local community so ni aje ko ite be library ite mo gambiano te ni o local community discussion be kere iba fele ko yes ndem bi jambi na fu fula wole benna na leads na fo ben ko tole bar na gambia na fo fana ben ko tole so important battle pour nim local community ya share ndo la gambia traditional values community pour fana ya understand wolom integration ning local community nyanta integrate la fomini boda jinelom fomini bota bisawolom fomini bota zimbabwe lom bam fomini bota Angleterre Leeds bam jatiol nim mol nyanta nga integrate nim mol nyanta nga ño faham nim mol nyanta nga ño moy ni ñol nyanta nga ño nka fengol share
Bake. Integration por woka ase kujamala wuluno anda sa makoyro fanga wuluno le tol gambe no le for more se interest da pour kata gambe warante kumimba ko wo barsale fu mintu da wato da mo siake saying because na topic title be wolom our mental well-being while abroad so muna moyete la final thoughts de mi amira no pour enseigner ko hani ma bayno fereng pour mentally c'est na mental well-being overcome no nyanya pour hana man sort of fereng brasa tala no nyaadi le what are your final thoughts
wala abaraka baka Mustafa ñing ko fon sa kacale fo somanda ate banna kacale bari min kuma yata ba ke fon ni be family kon as a family ali ñomoy moli de amu ñoy moli la ideal share moli each and every family member ike a participatory family member wolum nyindi afana ye kusura kaminke within the family fo dindi wol bam fo ba fo ko lo saying na bunko no ni fengol kuda do ke fenjala yo nim fengol jada do ke fen kolat fo momo be la responsibility ndingol sotal mi yalon ko ni te bunko no wolum mo be balo na ko woli tije katu wo responsibility kilo manda nkana jutu fen nimbe suwol kono ngajibe ni manta school kana fo ndemanda school manda fen karan tayla local library fengol bijele adult literacy courses bijele islamic atenno ike teach from english la basics la maths la basics la fo ibe kala nyaade nim bijang we are here to stay wala nyenti mantala dauda lungolu mba fala ko somale mbesela no buka sey mbe dingol wulula jam ba fala mbamba dol foni babkar graduate wala mbesela no babkar graduate ibela fala muso futu nyala jang na futu de jam butu wa fele by the time you realize afele 40 years ke in the United Kingdom so sanyin tul mbe mfawni nin kala minal ntol nyanta na daily living wala nyanta na lungolum baluwo nyanta kala no nyaadile as user friendly as possible wala nyanta ko nyanta na manonkugo topato la nyaadile pour family member kana bata because nim bata la da family member kilingo kan drong aka mo bere batan so depression no abe bla belet so nyanta nga nyo understand ko bini depressed and bimi mo fingot ibitala GPR drong abe antidepressant o safale ando antidepressant ol fanan niwo mingo commence antidepressant dol bije ni la ise google no fam e fam e jibe ila listo ka fo ila side effects asia battle min data from ebika sino no eka irritable wala nyenti ko eka to kamfare ndrom and the other thing fanang is ndola population o kono na Gambian population mo jama bije ka night shifts like eka nyim night shift do ko like anu sino balia mo a big issue let so nyanta nga try nga engage in exercises pour na sino nga manage na night shift sol nga manage na day ning after day sol minna nga try nga sino adequately nga try na night shift lo akana nina family jam fandinyor ka foko karebe nights lem bukaje at all wo is not a good excuse at all so nga try kata jimolto nga try kata tamangol nga try nina family kana family samba out near seeing a domorol nga try kana family samba holiday nga try family life finga ay opportunity dinna nga used to the best of our abilities so mbafla moliye be mo be ya baraka la mo la be ya baraka como ko nga fa nyame nyim ko lu say kacha fo somanta banano kacha la bari akuma yata bake pour nga nyoso hakilila ndo fana hakili do so do kudo do akana a platform like this ani molia share na community meeting ol tonka allow pour discussions ol mini be atandila na family life to survive no nyadele ja and then some prevent no nyadele from mental illness and in depression etc.
Okay. Abaraka bake Salifu Mane, thank you very much Sal. Butung lamor lalu njiber lalu mbalbe tentula mbalje la lamor kunyi makang wato indendi janne bedana la janne for inshallah lokum fula kodeng because wala mu programme nyin na fen ko de inshallah lokum fula kana jank kacha nimbade ngol intero ni ko fanyol mi yalla ke nyim programme jibe bari programme la ko ma is fine nkamoy dol sa fanya ko ala programme bete at the back ala programme ko mara but what's important for me as well al programme nyin share pass the message round so ngamo be sasi minne be jibe ro la ngal be sasi minna share the program and pass the message round. So momo na faje, you never know who's gonna benefit out of it. So ning kumimbo nyama mbal tentula mbal jayla ala lama kunyi maka inshallah ni ala mabe koteng in the next 2 weeks sal binala jang kotenke nimmole kacha la mimbe dending coming it could be anything me along is affecting our community for jan number for Gambia long inshallah brunsa mbal tentula mbal jayla ala lama kunyi maka sign ninyin kankularo sita mimo APS international la kankularo ala baraka bake for lokum koteng inshallah. Assalamu alaikum. Badingulu Kibaro Felente Kibar Dima Kabana APS International Money Transfer and Services. APS International Yindo Multi Kodo Nail after Wallakila Gambia, Senegal, Walla Africa Dawda, Yindo Multi Lando Bamela Kuto and Intilone Hakil Tango. Kodo Nail after Wallakila Sakodo Ki Kabo Pound by Willie Fulato, Epimin Jola coming for transaction fee, 99 pence the mality. Fanang is a Sanderoke Mole service to the Mea like Kafa Konduga service. Yinduga service, Wolon service. service te mi alonko ila badengol nintero le sa sandro ke bitiko bitiki diate tule Gambia wala supermarket mimbe tol kan kasiso kon non dron inshallah bagaso nyimbe futale la kairo nintile on hakil tan kunta tambila nyinna ya service finance do mi ala ka fa nawe kaspa water pop ebe dunia dawda ese kaspa water pop ki badengol nintero le minebe Gambia isuna tamina dron ila meter number ebo le tala dron sa ye credit ko ki pour ka courant to malari inshallah comme mbo nyama ye service finance do mi ala ka fa mobile phone credit top up moni mobile phone credit top ese credit ko ki badengol le terol kafunyol debe dunia dawda ebe tol Gambia sa ki batata mento ye service finance do mi ala ko ila application is o download no internationally 24-hour services mi alon ko batata mento suto wato wati diate de sokodo ki wala curriculum ba wala nawek top up lomba wala mobile phone top up ya service finance do mi ala ka fa ko holiday cars sainde ni la fatala Gambia batata je isula taminna wala ila credit card wala la debit card nying wo mute bulo ko ne be dunia dawda wala be Gambia dawda sokodo ki no ya receive no e fango e batata mento APS ni no molti mi ala mo wasa mi alo ni data ko mako rola karola kuma ko yo ni lafta wosu to la nyinto ni APS International senyo mo eno ila landline number wala 00441216433003 00441216433003 ila mobile WhatsApp number wala 00447904028180 00447904028180 APS International nyon tangol makero la kaloro